feels amazing to be back. I haven't been in England for 3 years because of COVID, and I haven't been in Cambridge for 7 years, I think. But the amazing thing is, of course, these buildings don't change, little things change here and there, but it always feels like home to me. And it's very rooting after various traumas that everyone's been through in the world, for me to be able to come back here and feel like it's still home. And I think that's a really amazing thing about Keys. I just went inside and felt so much like it was still home. I was very fortunate in my upbringing and in my education because I never felt like I needed role models who looked like me, because my family and my school made me really believe that I could do anything that anyone else could do. I realized that not everybody is lucky enough to have that kind of family background or that kind of education. And at some point I realized that it was my responsibility to put myself forward as another kind of role model, not just because I'm not male and I'm not white, but also I'm different from the kind of stereotypical maths type people who get portrayed in the media a lot or in films who are a bit awkward, maybe a bit weird. And there are some people like that, but you don't have to be like that to be a mathematician. And if people feel put off because they think, oh, I actually like socializing and having friends, and whereas in all the films, the people are really weird maths geniuses who sit in rooms all by themselves. And so I wanted to show a different kind of mathematician, to just try and be more inclusive. Right at the beginning of school, you can be told that you're wrong, because if you write a story or you draw a picture, there's nothing right or wrong about that. And then suddenly you get this subject, maths, where you get the wrong marks and scores, and people can be compared against each other. And plus, I think in the attempt to persuade everyone how important maths is, which it is, there's been an unfortunate flip side to that, which is that it seems that if you're not good at it, then that could be a really terrible disaster. And then there's a backlash as well, where if people feel bad about themselves for being told they're bad at maths, then they kind of say, well, maths is useless anyway, or it's not cool, I'm going to do something more cool, or creative things are the things that are going to be really important. And so I think that all of those are really unfortunate, especially because maths isn't all about right and wrong, and it's not uncreative either. And so I feel sad that so many people have that idea about it, and I want to show what maths really is and show that it can be for everybody. Molly and the Mathematical Mystery has a female protagonist, which was quite important to me, and it's very quirky and creative and open-ended. It's about learning how to use your brain better. And every subject has its ways of using your brain better, and maths is that as well. But I think that that's been lost because of all the emphasis on standardized tests. So none of this is about what's the right answer to this. Looking at these pictures is what my brain feels like when I'm doing maths. And there are many different kinds of maths, of course, but this is a kind that I think is accessible to children because they're so open to not understanding things. And this is one of the messages that I give a lot. Often people think that if they don't understand maths, that means they're no good at it and that they should stop. But actually, anyone who really thinks they understand maths is wrong. All the mathematicians I know, we all don't understand anything. We spend our whole lives not understanding things. So the key is to be okay with not understanding things. I want to give that message to children and everyone who's studying maths, that if you find it hard, that's the whole point. That's how we become more intelligent.